Okay, everybody, I hope that you will listen to Johnny's advice and tune in to withoutyourhead.com.
Nothing
All right,
in
and
this
we're
business goes
live
right on the
here.
first try.
Okay. Capitation Without Your Head. And I'm Nasty Neil, and I'm joined by the cast and crew of Spirit Animal. We have Madeline Deering, director.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Good. How are you?
Hello. Doing all
We
right.
have Jennifer Louise.
I'm hanging out.
Hello. We have Joseph Ruscio, who's
Hi.
Ralph, and he's the cinematographer, the editor, effect artist. He did it all in the film.
Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing?
Joe.
Oh yeah.
We have Keith Monahan, Timmy.
Hello. Hello.
About
Hello.
you, Joe.
Andy Stuchel, Adam.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing?
Very good. Matt Cannon, who is the composer. And some people thought he's something else. He's the composer.
Hey, I'm also
Yeah,
Joe,
Matt.
too. Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
We have Brandon Spawn.
Brandon Michael Kaiser Spawn.
Kaiser Spawn. There we go. Hello. And, of course, we have Toby Radloff, who is the voice of the tree.
Yes.
Genuine nerd from Ohio.
There you go. Very good. Very good to have you all here.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
very cool
you.
to watch
Great
a
to
movie
be
with a
here.
group of
Happiness.
people, because I really think this is the kind of movie you can watch yourself and have fun, but I think it's a movie that if you watch with other people who are into these kind of movies, you're going to have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, beer
Yeah.
helps.
Sure.
Yes, beer, maybe other things, but no, but it was a good time. So it was very fun to watch with everybody. So how did it all come together? How are you guys all, connected? Did you all know each other before you made the movie?
I've known Maddie since high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I met Kazar, Brandon Michael Kaiser Spawn in high school, and we made like some stupid, fun movies for school back then. And I moved out to Pittsburgh, and I met Joe in film school, and I met Jen because I worked with her dad, and so I knew pretty much everyone except I had never met Toby, and I had never met Andy. He was one we auditioned when we didn't even audition.
It was like a casting call put out, and I just sent in like a headshot or two, a resume, and yeah.
And I was like, he's got the look.
He's a
Yeah,
pro,
Adam.
everybody.
And
Yes, I remember reading-
I met Matt on social media, so we met at Gross Fest, but I had known of you before then. So
Yeah.
I pretty much knew most of the cast before then. And I was just like, let's do it. Let's make a movie. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So
I remember. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just Toby, since
Cool.
you didn't know a lot of the other people. Like when they contacted you, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty interesting to participate. I can't believe that, I did all the lines, by communicating with Maddie on Facebook Messenger, and the lines came out crystal clear from a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was this your first time seeing the finished movie?
It'll be the first time, because I was in Pittsburgh back in March watching it. And it was up in the Keys Rocks, PA, at that little theater there. And it was like the weekend before Pennsylvania shut down because of coronavirus.
Right. So, Maddie, did you actually? Because in the trailer it says on original VHS for that shitty quality. Did you film it in VHS? Like,
Oh,
how did you
yeah.
film it, I guess?
So what I did was I love like SOV stuff like Cannibal Campout and Wood Chipper Massacre, video violence. That's some killer nerd, obviously, is some of my favorite stuff. And I wanted to shoot it on VHS. So I found this person on Facebook Marketplace who was selling a VHS camera, and I was like, let me buy this for $30.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Came with a charger, everything, and I was like, we're shooting on this. And that's really what I wanted to do, you know?
What are some of the difficulties, though, shooting a VHS? Because I think, like, you could shoot it, but then you also have to keep buying tapes. And then you also, the editing, do you have to, like, then transfer it to digital?
Well, yeah, I bought some crappy software off Amazon. It's not that crappy, honestly. Because once we got used to it, it was easy to transfer it. and we were able to easily transfer it so we could add it on Premiere. Joe can tell you the difficulties because he was the cinematographer, but really, I didn't think it was that terrible. I mean, the problem is, like, it didn't have, like the mini DV. I think that folds out so you had a screen. You had to look at all through a viewfinder.
Mhm.
So that was, like, a challenge. But I bought VHS tapes off Amazon, and they were pre-recorded, and I thought they were new. One had ABBA the movie on it. ABBA the movie, re-recorded over.
Right.
But, Joe, I think you can answer this question shooting on video.
Yeah. Well, we had to upload. Yeah, we had to upload like all the footage like in one big video file, and then go back try to find the clips we wanted to use, and that made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Instead of like having individual video clips, like each take that we would use, we had to go back through the entire day of filming and pick out which moments we wanted to put into the movie. And so for us, that was a little bit new, having to go through that whole process. And then, of course, you have to upload it from VHS too, which sometimes that can get tricky. So, we got through it. And that camera too picked up really good audio. Like it picked up pretty good audio for us on hand. So there wasn't too much of a need for ADR necessarily and that kind of thing, like a boom mic. We didn't have a boom mic or anything. It was like onboard sound. But, the camera's pretty good. I mean, I think it's probably older than I am, but it did its job and it made a good movie.
Yeah.
When you press the date time, I think it says like 1991.
Yeah,
And, if you watch the commentary for Cannibal Campout, we used all onboard audio for that too. So I like to think we used the same type of camera that picked up this great audio, and we were outside a lot. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I was real surprised.
It's a weird coincidence. When we started the show in 2005, it was before like podcast was a thing. And the first couple shows, because I didn't know anything about the technical side of my co-host at the time, John, we actually talked on Skype, and he recorded it to VHS, and then he ripped the audio off the VHS tape, and we posted it online for people to download. So there is a connection here to the VHS world.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgic kind of a feel.
Yes, yes.
Matty was hoping that's what people would feel watching this movie, is more like a nostalgic kind of a feel.
Which
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, people in the chat were talking, especially for this kind of audience, people that are going to be part of, an online horror movie group, they're going to appreciate a movie like that.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted it to be like that type of weird VHS you'd run at the video store in the 90s, 80s.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm an old man.
Tape's just hiding back there, just collecting dust.
I miss those mom and pop video
I do too.
That have pretty much a lot of weird old titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I saw the old movies.
I mean, I've gotten like films from Blockbuster, from Hollywood, and from a few local chains. But my favorite video stores have always been like single location stores, because they seem to have a lot of tapes that no one else had.
I agree. Yeah,
that's cool.
So Jennifer, playing you star of the movie, the final girl of the movie. What was this experience like for you? Uh-oh. She's like, I'm not talking about this. I'm out of here. No, I'm sure there's some technical difficulty. Matt, when you're putting together the music for the movie, which a lot of people really appreciated in the chat room here, did you have any guidelines? Like, did you go and watch old movies? Like, what was going through your head?
Well, I talked with Maddie just a little bit before I started doing the score. Usually, I ask the director like what kind of styles they like, or what do they have in mind for the sound of the movie score wise, and she wanted to kind of keep this tribal drum sound in there, and my idea was to do like kind of like lo-fi synthesizer stuff, kind of like very singular, simple, almost like from a Casio, but she wanted to do this like tribal stuff, like maybe I could put it together and see what it would sound like, and it was sort of experimental and kind of just like at last minute, and that's kind of how the sound came together, and just kind of just I didn't really watch any other movies to get inspired. It was just kind of like maybe I think I watched what is it? Tales from the Quad Dead Zone. If anyone's familiar with it, it's a super lo-fi score in it, and that is the one thing that made me want to just do this movie. Like, okay, now I'm ready to go. I gotta do this. Yeah.
I know I mentioned The Believers as a movie with a score, like with drums and stuff. But
yeah.
I wanted you to just kind of do your own thing
You gotta
too.
watch that movie.
What?
The Believers. I've been wanting to watch that movie. But
It's a good one.
Anywhere.
It's great. Oh yeah. Oh, it is. But yeah, that's it.
Maddie, when you started hearing his score, was it like what you were looking for? Did you like?
Oh my God, yes. He started sending me clips and stuff. By the way, Matt did the score in like 4 days.
No,
It's
6 days.
amazing.
6 days.
What?
Almost 4 days. It was
3 days.
No.
That's still phenomenal. That's phenomenal, though.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And like
God.
everything was just so perfect. I know when he was like sending me clips and stuff, I was just like blown away.
No,
It was really
everything
fun.
came together so nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Joe, I was so worried, like I was going to send the score to you guys. It was going to be so off from the footage, but you saved it, dude. You saved it, man. It sounded awesome. So great.
No, your music put everything together really nice.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, the
Appreciate
music's like the cream of the crop. That's what makes the movie what it is, I think.
Thanks, man.
It's what
I had a
puts
lot of
everything
fun.
together.
You guys did a great job too, man. I mean, if I didn't feel it from the actors, it was the comedy too, and that was a thing about it. I tried to make sure everybody had their own kind of themes, and like when Andy would come in, I'd make sure I had like a guitar like lick playing, and then it's just like I had to give everyone their own kind of thing. I don't think I gave everybody it, but it was just like whatever the emotion of the scene came at that point, I had to just like do something for the scene. Yeah.
Adam and Timmy. Timmy's theme is just so fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Timmy's a fun character.
I don't know.
Timmy's a fun character.
Timmy is incredible. Incredible. Love this character.
Is Dingo
I
Pizza real?
appreciate it. It was my first film. I just
really?
acted myself and gave me the role. She knew who I was and how my personality is, and bam, it works for there.
I can't hear Timmy. Is it just me?
Yeah, no, he
I
was
can't hear him either.
Yeah.
That was kind of choppy.
That made just about as much sense as usual.
Well, he's pretty good for a man who got a straw in the brain, I think. All things considered.
But no, I'll settle that, man. You know what I mean? Strong,
Oh, they are.
Timmy's a robot now. Uh-oh.
They took me out.
Is that Dingo Pizza a real place?
I wish. So I did this short back in film school called Alan, and that's like my dream project, like my passion project. And the main character, Alan, works at Dingo Pizza, and I was like, let's just throw that in there for fun. Like references to it for future film. And like people like
really cool.
love Dingo Pizza. I've gotten a lot of like requests for shirts and magnets and whatnot for Dingo Pizza. So it's kind of just becoming its own thing, which is super cool because I love the idea, especially Timmy. Keith Timmy was the one in the Dingo Pizza costume when he's like doing the beginning.
Yeah,
I had to be a killer. I had to get in the killer mode. I had to, you know, the creepiest I can get. That's how creepy I was gonna get. You know what I mean?
Keith, are you on my Wi-Fi? Get closer to my door. If not, it's okay.
I'm out in the hallway.
No shit.
Not good at technology. That's why we shot it on VHS.
The call
exactly.
the house. Billy,
Jimmy, you're back.
Nothing but static in here.
It's getting loud there.
Billy Coyne here in the chat, who did the effects on the movie we showed previously, Groundhog. He wants to know what was the genesis of the story.
the genesis of the story.
Mhm.
The Sega Genesis of the story.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought
what do you
maybe
mean
I thought he meant
genesis
Phil
of the story?
Collins, but no, the
Oh well,
I guess,
Kazar's a
where
big
did
Phil
the story
Collins fan. He saw him in concert, so he could
Oh,
probably.
I'm a big Phil Collins fan too. So that works.
Oh, Phil
That was
Collins
about
is awesome.
15 years ago.
Very good, very good.
I can feel it in the air right now.
No, I just farted. That's all that is.
Whoa!
I got too close. When it starts beating, that's when it tells me to get away. Check out sticky floor.
What's this question about Genesis?
The genesis of the story. So, like deep down within you, where did the story come from?
So I think what happened was, well, first off, I wrote the script for a movie called Bathtub Shark Attack,
All right.
and it didn't happen. My actress dropped out. I was like, well, I still want to make a movie. And I don't know. I think Mark Deegan, who was the hunter who saves Lisa at the end, he said something about how people on the news said how, oh, they don't think humans should exist because they're ruining the world, blah, blah. And I was like, these extremists, environmentalists. And I was like, well, I don't know. I think what if you turn that into a movie? So I don't know. I wanted to do a slasher movie, and I wanted to shoot it on VHS. So I wanted to do Bathtub Shark Attack on VHS. And I was like, well, what mask would they wear? And then I just came up with the idea using different masks, and it just kind of evolved from there, why animals, environmentalists, killing people for ruining the environment. Yeah. Fuck the environment.
Fuck the environment, man.
Oh, that's the theme.
So it all just kind of came together, and I think the first scene I did. Oh my god, are you interrupting me?
Don't interrupt.
The first scene I did come up with.
Right in. I can just throw right in.
The first scene I think I came up with was Timmy's death scene with the straw, and I think that's where it all came from. Because I wanted to do this serial killer shark person movie, and I can't afford a shark man. So yeah, it just kind of all came together.
Mm-hmm. Did you have all the masks, or you just had the shark mask? Or?
I had the shark mask.
That was my question, and I got them.
My mom gave it to me. She got it at Walmart for cheap, and I ordered the rest.
All right, very good.
Yeah, I love the dog mask because other than the shark mask, dog mask is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and along with the mask, I like all the sounds, mooing and arf arf.
Oh,
Joe did all of the killer's lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Arf.
Yeah. Bow, wow.
Wow.
Woof, woof.
I guess a giraffe really doesn't have a sound that you go to.
No,
we tried
just
to think of it, we couldn't figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
the
why he
giraffe
was
is a
never on
creepy ass mask.
farm there. Yeah. What was that? Sorry.
Giraffe is a creepy ass mask.
It was
guys.
very creepy.
Yeah.
My favorite line of the movie, and I think I got this from Muck, was whatever, people should all be animals the way God intended.
The way God.
One of my favorite. Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines in the movie. One of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's creepy. A big tongue. I don't know. I've been told a big tongue, but not quite that. That's
that was a last minute idea. Yeah, that was a last minute idea. We weren't going to do that, but then there were some pickup shots we had on our list. We were going to try to shoot a tongue for the draft, so Maddie had some expired bacon in the refrigerator. So we just fed that through the mouth. And then, we just fed it out the mouth, pulled it in, shot it in reverse, and got a flappy tongue there. Yeah.
Just through the mouth of the mask, I hope, not someone's actual mouth.
No, Joe was eating it. Yeah. He was loving it.
Oh no, yeah, that's not.
So Jennifer asked you earlier, but you cut out there. So what was the experience like being, the lead of the movie, being the final girl?
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay.
I actually got a call from Mark.
Oh, no worries.
Who originated all these lines, and Mark's actually my dad, and he appears in the movie as the hunter at the end. So you can blame it on him.
All right.
It got kicked out.
Damn you, Mark. That's fine.
But anyway, it was pretty traumatizing. He tried to kill me a few times.
You get very bloody in the movie.
Yeah, Maddie tried to drown me in a bowl of water. She tried to,
Yeah. So yeah, when there is a scene where you get your head in the toilet. So what are you getting dunked in to?
Actually, it was a bowl of water, but I'm still here. I'm not dead. So.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Oh, yay.
They're not just puppeteering your corpse here. You're actually here with us.
Yeah, I'm actually dead. They just keep me on ice, and Joe's actually behind me with the string.
Just moving her arms and pretending she's alive. Yeah.
Martin Sanders Whiteley, he loved the voiceover at the beginning of the movie.
All the voiceover was Joe.
Well, got my voiceover. Oh my god. Which part was that?
It was near the beginning because I was trying to write down everyone's...
The killer's voice.
There he is.
I smell a storm brewing. A shit
storm.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that whole intro is great. And the credits. The credits at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, that was footage that we shot for a trailer, and that was like before you had most of the footage for the movie itself. And so we weren't even sure if we were going to use any of that. But then at a certain point, we looked back at the movie and thought it would make a good opening credit sequence. So we put it all together, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
great. Yeah, that was all stuff for the trailer that we shot initially.
Nick Charles noticed the Toxie mask at the beginning. So you do have one mask that's not an animal. Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I got that. My parents got that mask at Walmart. It's like Toxic Mask, like a Toxic Avenger ripoff. So I had it. And I was
they're
like, yeah, let's
bootlegging the
just use
Toxic
this.
Avenger. Yeah.
Because Toxic Avenger is one of my all-time favorite movies, so I thought it would be funny. And whenever we shot that scene first, like, I just could not stop laughing when Joe comes in with that mask.
Yeah.
Dark smirk.
It's got a Halloween vibe with the vision through the mask. I like that.
That's what my inspiration was. And originally, we had more footage, like, looking through the mask, but instead we decided to just have it going up the stairs. But yeah, Halloween was inspiration for that opening scene.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's see. A lot of people also talked about Tom Gross in the movie.
Tom and Sam are both awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been a big support.
Yeah,
huge.
So Gross Fest is their festival.
Yes.
Like, how important do you think? Right now you can't do the festivals. Hopefully, soon they'll be picking up again. But how important do you think that is for independent film to get your movies in a festival, and also not even to get your own movie in there? I think they're important to meet other filmmakers and other people that you can collaborate with.
I mean, I wanted to submit this to quite a few festivals, and I still probably will, but I don't know how many are going to happen. But I don't know. It's a great way to meet other filmmakers, but with online stuff like this, you can reach a pretty big audience too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still communicate like this too without interacting in person. So
yeah, that's really the genesis of doing this. Was we started with a short film festival a couple months ago, and it was really fun. So we started doing it, all the time. Because I miss going.
A lot of these festivals got canceled because of coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's cool to watch stuff at home, but it's much more fun to have the interaction with fellow crazy fans.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Rebecca here. She says, "I saw Roxy a bit ago. Is she still in the Q&A?"
She's sleeping right now, but
yeah.
Oh, there she is.
There she is. No
Right.
animals were harmed in the making of this picture.
Yeah.
Except
That's
for
right.
me.
Just a reminder.
This
Yeah.
movie is sponsored by PETA.
Yes, it is. Roxy's such a cute dog.
Very cute.
And whenever we filmed her like death scene, I had this like bear glove on, and I was trying to grab her, and she almost attacked me. And I was like, no.
You're
Yeah,
saying
she
that-
doesn't put up with anything.
Yeah. You're
No,
saying
as
before we went
she should.
live that you guys, everyone had so much fun. And I think that can always come through in a movie if other people making it are having fun.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That was the whole point, just to make fun and make a good
You gotta
movie
have
in the
fun with
process.
life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
I
about
think we're kind of a family here.
Yeah.
let's see. Martin says his favorite sound effects were of the dog.
Woof.
Vic Schiavone loved the West Virginia reference.
Yeah.
Going down to West Virginia territory.
So are you guys near West Virginia?
We're in
Yeah, we're
Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh.
Oh, so not really. Yeah, but
So,
About that half an hour.
if you've ever seen the movie Cannibal the Musical, they talk about going to Colorado territory. So, for some reason, I thought it would be funny to say, oh, yeah, it's West Virginia territory.
right.
It's the scariest places to be, man.
It's the guy I mentioned earlier that I used to do the show with. He lives in West Virginia, so I was very happy to see the line.
This movie is a Pittsburgh horror film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh to the core. To the core.
Very
We're all from Pittsburgh.
I'm not from Pittsburgh.
Well, you're in Pittsburgh right now. You live
Yeah,
in
but I'm not
Pittsburgh
from
for
here.
You're in Pittsburgh right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tom Gross
We're in the
says
city of
that
Steel right now.
Tom Gross says that he hopes that Roxy is going to appear at Gross Fest.
Roxy's
yeah.
appearing at
Yes.
Ghost Fest. We're going to have
Yeah, Rox.
autographs from Roxy.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Roxy's the big star.
So did you film this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume you filmed this in Pittsburgh then.
Yes.
Where'd you find the cabins?
Oh, see, that's a good question. I
Yeah,
was
that
trying to
cabin-
remember where that cabin was.
Yeah, it was someplace
About
up farther
45
north.
minutes
Yeah,
away.
it's like 45 minutes away. There's cabins outside.
That's literally
Pittsburgh.
what I just said.
Yeah. There's cabins all over the place, man. We always do. We're just not a city, man. We go where there. You travel out the city, man. There's stuff out there too, man.
I called these people and I talked about a cabin. I knew it was smaller, but I figured we'd work with it. The original
Yeah.
script had their own room in the cabin, and I was like, well, I don't have that kind of money. So when I got to the cabin, I was like, it'll be funny if Ralph is just a cheapskate who got the small ass cabin.
Yeah.
And it
No. No
I
way.
think
Believe me,
you
that's
thought it
what
was a
they
big
find
cabin.
around here.
It
small
wasn't
cabin.
planned.
Yeah,
Calling you out on that.
Oh, no, it wasn't
No.
exactly planned.
No, you
But-
thought it was a big cabin.
No, not when I booked it. I
You
knew
thought
it was
it was a
smaller.
luxury cabin with a hot tub, and we got there and it was like small one-room cabin.
Like half a room.
Yeah,
And it was,
It was
so
not planned.
cold. It was so
I'm
cold
sorry.
that day.
You can put your arm on one
we
side. and
redid
the
the whole
other side.
script after that.
I'm not sure you guys ever camped before. It's always cold in cabins. Come on.
Oh, that Lana Kotab was the only one who knew about camping. So she got there. She was like, "You guys don't know how to camp." Well, what can I say? But it was that was my favorite day of filming when we were at the cabin. We had everyone there. It was such a fun day.
Yeah.
Great day.
Awesome. So cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing all the scenes.
We had a lot of alcohol.
Well, that should keep you warm.
Can we
Why was
talk
so
about how
cold
the
for me?
vodka that Lisa is chugging is real? It's not water.
Yeah, I'm a method actress. So.
You guys went for realism. Straight up.
Yeah.
Do you have a brand of preference? A vodka?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Any cheap shit that's
Whatever's available.
is what I drink.
Jen, I
It
got
does
you the
the trick.
cheapest vodka available.
I'm not drinking now. I'll pass out, man. I'll keep a little place. You get some
Okay,
shit around
Keith.
here that's like
TMI.
9 proof.
So, Andy, there. What were some of the experiences for you? What was like difficult from making the movie?
What was difficult?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was. I think it was difficult, but
Or
I don't know. It
challenging?
was just a lot of overall. It was just a
Or
lot
memorable?
of. Yes, you got to be somebody that just kind of. I don't know. You had to be funny and kind of like a douchebag at the same time. So like, it's like trying to play with that, and I guess try to show like range with it. So it's like
good.
you just try to see where it goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's challenging, I guess, to do that. But I don't know. That's how I feel.
You're such a good douchebag, though.
You are, dude.
Like, you did an amazing job.
There you go. That's a good compliment for the film, right?
I mean, he brought like that '80s feeling back to like this movie, like the douchebag perfectly. Like it was awesome, man.
I agree. Yeah.
I wish we gave you a letter jacket. I feel like your character needed a leather jacket. For that.
Like I
That
was
would've been perfect.
I don't know.
We were gonna do that. I don't remember what happened.
I forgot my leather jacket.
Well, that makes sense.
I have one. It's like a cheap one from H&M. One of those ones.
I think it's better that you gave him that you just you had a regular dress on and like contrasted with like your attitude and make you seem more of a douchebag.
I like
It's
the
like-
yuppie jerk look, you know.
Yeah,
He just came
I
back
agree.
from work or whatever, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Where's my bitch at?"
Or office job, you know.
That's
Why
true.
isn't my
Really,
dinner ready?
Yeah.
right.
Made up for it when he was like, well, I'm a curb stomp him real quick, and then bam, he was gone.
Billy wants
Like
to
my
know.
Ford F-150.
Billy wants to know about
My
the
favorite
effects.
overlooked
That
line.
was
is just
improv. Like,
Yeah.
great at the improv.
But I like when he talks about the furries at the convention center. That's one of my favorite lines because they're talking about a person dressed as a monkey. But I don't know if that's overlooked. But
Yeah,
Makes
we're-
it more 50.
Yeah.
So Billy FXR, he wants to know about the FX of actually filming like a butt rape with a stick death scene.
Oh God! Wow.
I wanted a Cannibal Holocaust reference. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Like someone getting impaled through the butt of the
Right.
mouth. I'll let Joe finish this one.
Like spit roasted.
Yeah, that was just some really basic special effects there, like for the ass. Like Maddie was wearing a certain pair of pants, so I just pulled it over top of a jug filled
With
with
sharks,
shit
by the way.
and blood. Yeah,
Real shit.
Yeah, that's a shot. Yeah, take a shot every time you see a shark.
I like that as a built-in.
The drinking game.
Too,
Yeah. Make
Did
more
anyone
enjoyable.
play the drinking game?
I don't drink anymore. So.
No.
Well, you know what?
I don't drink or do
We didn't-
anything. I'm boring.
Yeah,
We didn't advertise the drinking game, did we? Or
It
were people
did in the
drinking during
movie.
this
About
too?
it.
Yeah, before
Yes, they did.
Tom Gross.
It's right in the
Yeah,
movie.
Tom Gross
So,
talked about that.
Yeah.
unless you're watching it, and you already had booze on you. You might not have known beforehand to do it. But
Yeah.
and if you already have it like right handy, you're probably going to be drinking during the movie anyway.
Exactly.
Well,
Like,
there's gonna be
We recommend that you drink to watch before watching our movie, no matter
Of
what.
course, yeah.
Well, I watched it sober, and I had a good time. So.
I'm
That's
glad.
Movie turns on.
Anyway, Joe, talk about that.
Yeah,
We
the
just,
special
um,
effects were bare minimum. Just
We shot
like
that in
whatever
my
we had
Literally
available.
bare minimum.
Like really, yeah. Like the talking tree we had, that was just cardboard. Built that
Joe,
out of
do you
card.
have
I
that
love
with you?
that. I
Show
love the
it.
tree.
Yeah, where is that? Where did I
Awesome.
put that? Okay, I'm gonna move around. I gotta find that. There
It's
it
in,
is. And there's Jen and Roxy. And yeah, there's the tree. Yeah.
Toby.
Hey, fuck
There.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's amazing. I
Yeah.
love the
It's-
eyes. Yeah.
It's cardboard, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I think it adds to it. Yeah.
So good, Jeff.
Toby, is that
That's the
like
budget we had to work with.
is that like
Yeah.
looking in a mirror when you see that, Toby?
Sort of like, and I remember reciting those lines over the telephone, and it came out quite well. Man, you did a great job with it.
Yeah. Did you get to see the
awesome.
Did you get to see the tree? What it would look like before you did the voice? No.
I know I did not, because I did it remotely.
Mhm.
I did my lines from my house in Cleveland, and I didn't see the tree until I saw the film.
Mhm.
Yeah, so then like after we got the audio files for his voice, that's when we got the footage for the tree to sync it up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So with the audio files from Toby, then we'd move the tree's mouth to make it sync up to match up.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to do it that
It was
way
an
too.
It was an excellent job doing that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun. I love it. David here, David McDonough. He says he's a huge fan of Killer Nerd, so he's very happy that you're involved in it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Best SOV movie of all time.
Yeah.
It is, man.
Alan says he really likes the bark texture. He thinks you did a good job on the bark texture.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was just actually I roll my own cigarettes. So like I had a bag of tobacco and I just like put glue on the cardboard, sprinkled tobacco over it, then painted over that, and it had a nice bark texture.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You
I
just
think, just thinking of, something you have around and let's make it.
Thought of it.
That's how we made the movie. We used what we had laying around, what was available.
Yeah.
Tom says one of the best FX scenes was when Jenny killed the tree and got green stuff on her face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was, what was that?
Doing that line.
Nice.
Not to spoil the movie.
That
That was a glow stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, glow sticks, yeah.
It didn't taste good.
No, you don't recommend.
I wasn't
using
sure
a
if I
glow
was
stick?
going to lose my eyesight
Oh,
from
well,
it,
that would
but I
be bad,
didn't.
but-
Good.
You
Yeah.
and Joe both. We thought
Yeah,
you were both.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It got
Leave the-
everywhere.
Kind of reminded me of that internet video with like the dude putting the glow stick in the microwave.
What?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that up later.
Of a guy putting whatever in the microwave oven and watching it blow up. It was a bunch of these that he put on YouTube. I like a microwave oven, put things like, batteries or toy cars or whatever inside the microwave.
A guy has this for a video? That's a video series? Interesting.
I don't remember, but I think look up destroying a microwave on YouTube or a microwave oven on YouTube.
Right.
Putting a microwave in a microwave.
I don't remember the guy's name, but
Microwave Massacre.
he was
Classic
putting a
film.
bunch of stuff in the microwave and
Which
causing the
Frosty the
microwave
Snowman.
either burn up or blow up.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
I'll be interviewing actually Craig Buckler, who produced Microwave Massacre, soon on the show. A cheap
That's
plug
awesome.
myself, but it's
Great movie.
It is. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It was
I have
awesome.
the Arrow Blu-ray.
Yeah, that Arrow put out a special edition, like multiple disc Microwave Massacre. Whoever thought that would happen?
Such a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, we talked about Gross Fest. When is that scheduled for?
July 25th, 26th. Our movie is playing July 25th at 8:25 p.m. And yes, it will be in smell-o-vision.
Oh,
Because-
interesting. Because we obviously couldn't do smell-o-vision here. So,
Yeah.
what does smell-o-vision entail? I assume you smell things, but
Well, yeah. So what I did was whenever
Let me
I
go
set
find
that
a
up-
card.
You
All right,
smell
cool.
Yeah,
delicious.
show one of the cards, Joe.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it.
It's
Okay.
They
under.
never showed me.
Roxy was smelling them, so she approved.
Yeah.
They smell like
If you've ever seen a card from
Yeah.
polyester, it'd be on that same order.
very nice.
So
what, is there like
there's
different
That's a
six
scenes?
card.
different
Scratch?
smells.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the smell-o-vision card.
yeah.
And then on the
Food
back,
animal.
we got our 6 different smells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
as you watch the movie, different numbers come up and you smell it.
Oh,
So
okay.
with Tom Gross's scene, there's the first smell, but I cut that out of here because We weren't doing smell-o-vision.
I see.
But so I'm not telling you anyone what the smells are, but you can guess.
Does it smell like Tom Gross? I don't know.
There's a lot of opportunity in there.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot
if
of
you can
opportunities
guess
in that movie.
one of the scenes where Ralph's character dies, there might be a smell in there somewhere. You may or may not want to.
It's a shitty situation.
That's it.
No pun.
So I really love when they go to his lair, because I always like that in like slasher movies when they finally get to like, you know, Jason, whoever's, you know, lair, and they get all the bodies everywhere. And so what was how did that, you know, build in the actual lair of the killer?
Well, originally we were gonna shoot in Jen's garage, but it was winter and it was too cold. So I asked my friend to buy her I asked around for like basements we might be able to film in. So my friend said we could use her basement, and we just set dressed it. Joe set dressed it mostly.
Yeah, it was as minimalistic as possible. Yeah, It was a pretty big basement, but we don't want it to be a small shed, so we just shot as little as we could. But what we wanted to do was, what I wanted to do too for this movie was show like the victims' heads hung on the wall, like you would a dead deer. You know, like show all the victims' heads hung on the wall. We didn't get a chance to do that though.
A little bit
like maybe.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that though.
Mm-hmm. Maybe in the sequel.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but I gotta head out. I'm doing stand up tonight. Stand up.
Oh, cool.
Show.
Good luck, man.
We love you, Andy.
Good luck. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you were awesome.
See you, Andy. Andy, did you enjoy the movie?
Oh yeah, it was good. I liked how it all just like comes together. You know.
Yeah.
Like you're doing a scene and it's just like, you know, like I guess just as an actor you kind of don't know where it's going, but then like when you watch the whole thing you're like, okay, and then like you see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that's cool when it all just comes together and it's like greater than the sum of its parts. So that's pretty neat.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, take care, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.
You too. Take care.
Yeah, knock them dead. Knock them dead.
Break a
leg.
Yeah, good luck.
Hey.
So whose keychain was the dick slinky?
Joe.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, it's on my keychain. It's mine.
Where does one even get with something like that?
I don't know. Just one of those novelty shops, you know.
Right. Or so.
I thought it would make sense to put it in the movie. I thought it would make sense to put it in the movie. We got like every bodily function in there too.
Uh-huh.
And Andrea's character would have that keychain.
Mm-hmm. So have you done a Smell-O-Vision screening yet, or will the Gross Fest?
No.
One? Oh, very cool.
I've sent a few Smell-O-Vision cards and stuff out for people for reviews and such, but Gross Fest will be the first time like I had an audience have it in Smell-O-Vision.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to have the Smell-O-Vision cards in time for the premiere in Pittsburgh on March 13th. But like the place that sent them, something got wrong and they got sent back and I never got them. So I'm very excited for people to see it the way it was meant to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully it's still going on.
Yeah, I hope so too. As of right now, it
still
is.
canceling things left and right.
Yeah. Well, Gross
we're
Fest.
so lucky.
Yeah. Gross
We're
Fest
lucky to have that premiere.
they have very strict social distancing rules for the convention. They have the convention in like 4 different rooms in a hotel so people can separate and everything. And hopefully it can still happen and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing how it's supposed to be and smelled how it's supposed to be smelled. The movie.
What?
I said you wanted the movie to be seen how it's supposed to be seen. I said it and smelled how it's supposed to be smelled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, I'm a big fan of like gimmicks, movie gimmicks.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Popcorn is one of my all-time, like, probably top 10 favorite movies if you've seen Popcorn.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Although I love William Castle, obviously, I think that Joe, turn your phone by. I mean, silent.
Okay.
Popcorn, I think, is the real reason why I love gimmicks. Just that movie, yeah. So I always want to
Super
come up with
underrated.
like new gimmicks
movie.
and such to make my movie stand out. And Smell-O-Vision was something I really wanted to do, and I still can't believe I made it happen.
David McDonough says he needs it on VHS. So is there plans to release it on VHS?
Yes, there is.
Do you want me to show those too?
Yeah, you may as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just give the whole tour too.
So-
Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, he's got all the props here. He's like Carrot Top.
all right, yeah. Maddie got these VHS tapes for distribution, and they're gonna be red.
Oh, sweet.
That,
They're gonna
yeah.
And I also
When
got
you got those,
stickers.
did you get them?
Stickers.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be the VHS
Just
tape, and it's gonna be like the green horror and 50-cent if you don't rewind sticker.
You're gonna get charged 50 cents.
149 sticker, rental sticker. So like you can decorate the VHS yourself. And we're also having Hayden Hall make custom VHS artwork.
Oh, wow.
I'm still waiting for the clamshells to come in the mail. So like the VHS are gonna be really special.
exciting.
Yeah.
Very excited. And we're gonna have
Oh,
limited edition Gross Fest DVDs as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many I'm gonna have because like after those are sold out, I'm probably gonna wait till I get further distribution because we want to put together some nice special features and stuff for future releases.
Mhm.
Joe and I are gonna do a commentary. There's gonna be a cast commentary.
So
We got
many
lots of
outtakes.
Outtakes with
Yeah.
Kazar screwing up his lines. Right, Kazar?
Were you screwing up your lines?
Kazar.
Well,
Oh,
we
yeah.
we had to do a reshoot, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. So we'll have that deleted scene. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
It was worth it. But I took my ass off, but I took one for the team.
you just kept thinking how cold you were.
Yeah. Well, it was in October. And you know how
Hopefully there
So-
was plenty of burgers.
So, I mean, that's the plan right now, so we'll see. But either way, I want to have DVDs and VHS for Gross Fest.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the VHS. Because, I mean, that's the way the movie is meant to be watched.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's right in the trailer. By the way, like making that trailer, because, a trailer obviously gets people interested to watch the movie. And the trailer, I think, is very fun. So who put together the trailer?
Joe.
Yeah, I did, and that was quite a while ago, and that was even before we got all the footage that we had for the
We
movie.
didn't have that much footage by then.
No, we were just, at that point, we were still trying to put something together just to build interest for it. So at that point, we still didn't have all the footage together yet for a good trailer, but we're going to put something together, I guess, right? We still need a good trailer now that we got all the extra gore and all the nasty shit.
Yeah.
I think that's how I met you, Maddie. It was from the trailer. That got me
I
hooked.
think so.
I was like,
Was
yeah,
it?
yeah, I'm pretty
Oh, so
sure.
you didn't have the score yet when the trailer came out.
No.
Yeah,
Matt
no, we didn't.
commented on it or something or shared it, and he was like, oh, yeah, this looks cool. And I was like, oh, well, let me ask him if maybe he'd want to score it. And since then, we've been friends, and he scored the movie. We met him
man.
at Rose Fest last year, Jen and I did, and yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
good times.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jennifer, were you at the premiere in March?
Yes. We were lucky to have, I think, we were blessed to have the premiere. We had it, I think, 2 days before we went into quarantine in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
We had it on Friday the 13th. Everything pretty much went into quarantine by
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, I remember because I was going to go to a Friday 13th special, the double feature, and that was that day when everything stopped.
Yeah, everything shut down like 3 days after that, so we barely made it.
yeah,
Wild.
Yeah. I was happy to get home. I'm like, oh, shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn.
What was that experience like, Jennifer, to see on the big screen with an audience?
For me,
For everybody.
well, it was interesting. Like, I never realized we would actually get to this point where people would watch the movie and enjoy it. Like, for us, it was always just about getting some done and You know, 'cause it's years since we did our own movie and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't realize it would actually get to this point where people would really appreciate it and enjoy watching it. And so it's kind of still surreal a little bit.
Uh-huh.
A few days, I think what was really cool, we went to another convention, Horror Realm, about a week before the premiere, and there was a writer from the city paper who stopped by the booth, and Maddie mentioned it, and she said, well, they said that they may put our movie premiere in the city paper, and we were like, all right. And yeah, a few days before it was published, my bloody face was on all the papers, and it was really humbling because when the trailer first came out, I had people asking me like, is this a real movie or is this a joke? And then we were like, yeah, I think this is a real movie.
Yeah.
So it was definitely very humbling.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Really
Keith, what was that
Yes.
like seeing being at the premiere, watching the movie?
He was drunk. You don't remember.
I remember. When I pulled up, I took a taxi with Jenny Lou. So when I pulled up, I was like, oh my God, because I didn't know what the movie was going to be about. And me and Maddie talked about movies for years. I worked with Maddie, and we went over stuff. And my grandfather, he got diagnosed with cancer. So I was like, oh my God. So I didn't see nobody no more. I didn't work with Maddie. I didn't see nobody no more because I was taking care of my grandfather. So when Maddie introduced that to me, I mean, my bros did rock bands and stuff like that. So I went on tours and stuff like that, but nothing ever big. So once it was all done and I got to the premiere, I was like, oh my God, like, Maddie pulled it together because it was like cruddy movies for years and we didn't know what we were doing with it or none of that. And then once Maddie came up with this and got the cast and everybody's like family. They seriously are. And it was such a blessing to work on this. And Maddie portrayed me so good in the movie. And then to, go to a premiere or even do this, it's really just a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you there, Toby?
I was only at the one up at the Keys Rocks.
Yep. Yeah. That's the premiere.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. What was that? What were your experiences? I'm sorry, Jennifer. What were
I'm sorry.
No, you go on.
I'm sorry. Somebody that was at the premiere that watched the movie came up to me afterwards and said, for the last 80 minutes, I completely forgot about the pandemic and all the mayhem of the world, and I was just completely entertained by this movie. And I think that was just the coolest comment, just to know that we entertain people, we brighten their spirits for an hour and a half, and that definitely meant a lot.
Yeah, because even though there are even though because there's people getting raped to death with a stick, but the movie's fun and
hey now
you're not going to take it.
Oh, boy.
I mean, hey, that's a good time to some people. But it's a fun movie. It's you're not going to feel bad, and it does. There's something to be said about that, getting your mind off things and entertainment during this time.
Definitely.
That's true, and that's what we need, man. That's what you need. Especially in a time like this, you need something to lift your spirits, stuff like that. And I mean, watching that movie, and I know you guys watched it tonight. That really gets you laughing and in a good mood. So that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. Now, I was gonna ask this question last, but David brought it up here, so I'm gonna say he asked it, especially since I know his answer would be the maggot. What is everyone's spirit animal if you could choose one?
John, I told you they'd ask this question.
I had prepared an answer this time.
All right.
I would be a blue whale because I like my space.
Very nice, a blue whale. I like that.
I would be a monkey.
A monkey.
I'd be throwing shit around.
Nice.
And killing people with banana allergies like me.
And of course, I would be a cat because I like to be independent.
There you go.
Who else we have here? Krazar. Who's yours? Probably said that wrong. I'm sorry.
Kazar.
Kazar.
Is he still there?
Yeah. I would probably be an eagle.
Eagle. So you can fly. I see. I like that. Free
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
All right. How about Matt?
I think I'd be a tabby cat.
Aw. Joseph.
I'd be the dingo pizza dingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give me a
Free
slice
pizza.
of that.
That's my spirit animal.
not just any dingo though. It's got to be the pizza dingo.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Should we ask
Those are some
Roxy?
good prices.
I believe, yeah.
Yes,
we need a
Roxy.
Roxy spirit animal.
Now that's my spirit animal there.
Roxy.
Aww.
Roxy said she would not be a cat.
Aw.
I don't know who it should be.
She doesn't like
Not a cat.
cats.
How about yours, Maddie?
A shark, obviously.
You could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love sharks. They've been around for millions of years. They're just such amazing creatures. I mean, they evolved through,
Everything.
anything.
Yeah.
So,
Megalodons are so cool. There's so many different species, so many different types. I just think sharks are fascinating. Any creatures of the ocean are fascinating.
yeah.
And
They
they
rule
make
the
good
food chain,
movies
that's for sure.
too.
Well, yeah, six-headed shark attack, Sharknado, You don't see Roxy-nado.
No.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Next movie.
It's hilarious.
So it might be early to ask this. I don't know, but what do you plan to do with Spirit Animal after the festivals?
Well, I want to, well, I guess this isn't after the festivals. I want to do a few festivals. And like I said, I want to do like a limited edition DVD for Gross Fest, a VHS, and I'm going to look into distribution. I've talked to a few different people about distribution. I'm leaning towards one more than the other, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see. I think it has a lot of potential, and I want it to find like the best audience possible for the type of movie that it is. So I want to make sure it gets in the hands of someone who's going to really take care of it,
Yeah. And show respect for it.
Yeah.
Really
So-
deserves it.
It's a great film. It really is. You might get like mixed audiences, but honestly, it's a labor of love, and it just looks and works so well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it's not going to be a movie that plays for everybody, but for the audience that it does play for, they're going to love it.
I agree with that. I agree.
They're the only ones we made it for.
Right, yeah. Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's a good party movie. I want it to be a good movie. Someone could pop in and with a bunch of friends say, hey, let's get some get some beer. Watch
On
this
your
movie.
New Year's Eve. And
Yeah, and I wanted it to be a holiday movie because I will watch this every New Year's Eve now. With friends.
It'll be a
I love
tradition now,
holiday
probably.
movies.
Yeah, and there's enough Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I think there's more Christmas horror movies than there are Halloween horror movies. But
I
there's
think
a
you're
lot.
right.
So we need to fill up some of these other holidays. I think all we have is New Year's Evil, and now we have
I was just gonna say New Year's Evil.
which is a great movie and a great.
I love New Year's Evil.
Yeah.
New Year's Evil and what were you talking about, Joe,
Bloody
on
New
Terror
Year.
Train?
Bloody New
Terror
Year's a
Train,
good one.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Bloody New Year, but that doesn't actually take place at New Year's.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't-
It's a skull.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually seen it. But yeah, I don't know. New Year's just came to my mind when I started writing the script. Because I love holiday horror, so.
I do too. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I appreciate everyone joining in here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you. I appreciate you, man, for letting me do this.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot of fun.
Where can people follow Spirit Animals so they can find out, Gross Fest and any other news?
Yeah, they can just follow Spirit Animal Movie on Facebook, or they can look up me, Madeline Deering, on Facebook. One of the two. Or Necro Shark Films on Facebook. I don't update that enough, but I hope to start soon.
Yeah.
Where'd this fascination with the sharks come from?
Oh, Sharknado, mostly.
Really?
I mean, I saw Jaws when I was younger, and I really liked sharks, but like, I really got back into it when Sharknado came out, and I really got obsessed with these shitty shark movies.
Yeah. It's almost its own genre of its own now.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Awesome.
They're so much fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody and everyone who came and watched.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Everybody
it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. I had a great
Thank you
time.
so much.
Yeah. We'll do this again
Thank you
sometime.
so much for having us.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it again.
Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Go and see it in Gross Fest so you can smell it. You can smell it along with the smell-o-vision. It'll be a good time.
And
Yeah.
when the
Make it an autograph for
VHS,
Tiffany.
Yes. Yeah. I want the VHS up here on the bookshelf.
yeah, when that comes
Yeah,
out, there will
right.
be smell-o-vision with it, so you can smell it straight from home.
All right.
And then make sure I get my copy
Yeah.
in the mail, whether it's a DVD or a tape.
Yeah.
Oh,
Make
of
sure
course.
Toby gets it.
I'll sign it for you, buddy.
Keith will sign it for
I got one
free.
thing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I charge $20.
yeah.
One thing. Before I go, I got one thing to say. My wife made these. Made one of
Oh!
Very nice.
I've been
Send me one,
waiting.
man. I'll wear them. I'm a janitor. I gotta wear a mask every night, anyways, man.
Yeah.
They're
these.
amazing.
Very cool.
I will. I'll let her know.
Very nice. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you
Bye,
as well.
thanks. Keep me in touch, Maddie.
Yeah, I will. Thanks,
Thank
Toby.
you.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Roxy says bye.
Bye, Roxy.
Bye, Roxy. Love you.